What's up guys, it's Frego here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the Vampire Lord class. This is one of the newest classes in the game, only, let me say, beaten by the Harbingers and the updated Soul Cleaver. So, this class has 3 variants and was released during Halloween period, which is around October 30th. Every Halloween period in real life, but Adventure Quest mode is Halloween. It has 2 other variants: the Enchanted Vampire Lord, which you could get for free after purchasing the 10,000 AC Blood Moon chest, which is now rare, and the Rare Vampire Lord, which was just like a founders build that were around the first release, which was this 2017 Halloween. So this Rare Vampire Lord is permanently rare, but the original Vampire Lord returns every year, but the skills are still the same, so it doesn't really matter. So you can join Halloween to farm the quest, but that's only when it's around. So now that we're not in Halloween time, to show Halloween is not a recognized map name, so till then you just have to wait. You farm it in /join Blood Moon though, but since the quest isn't available, you just be wasting your time. So let's look at the stats of the class. 5/9 for attack and spell power, decent strength and intellect, decent endurance and dex, alright wisdom and low luck. Against minority could be, which is lovely. First rank for passive sanguine lord, damage increased by 15%, and the second ageless, increased intellect by 30%, crit rate reduced by 20%. So this one is a mix good and bad. I'm not sure this class has a rank 10 passive, but if it has, I think it should either be a haste buff or a damage resistance buff. So that being said, let's look at the skills of the class. Mind you, the weapon is called dual vampiric super blades or whatever. Let me confirm. Vampiric knight super swords. The helm is the vampire locks for 75 aces, and the cape is the shadow fiend cloak in the Artix Doomlord set. I'm sorry if you're hearing rain falling like it's falling here. Your auto attack is called slash. It's an AoE. You slash out at 3 targets with your extended vampire claws, dealing 60% hybrid damage to each. That is, there's magical and there's physical and there's magical damage here, which is decent. I like AoE auto attacks a lot, as you can just get more out of them. So your 2 skill is called Devour Blood, 25 mana, 5-second cooldown. Is physical skill, deals damage to up to 3 enemies and heals for some of the damage dealt. Applies blood loss debuff to your enemies, reducing damage done by 50% for 5 seconds. So this heals you, it's just like a necromantic heal, and then reduces your enemy's damage. As you can see, my health went back to full, and my enemies are hitting me for half their normal damage. So this is just like your survival skill. Want to spam it just to always stay healthy and reduce take less damage. 3 skill is called Sonar Senses, 10-second cooldown, 0 mana, is a magical skill. Applies deafen debuff to up to 3 enemies, increasing damage they take by 30% for 8 seconds. If you have aspect of the bat, apply Sonar Senses buff to increasing your hit chance by 50% for 8 seconds. You cannot miss. This skill doesn't do damage, it just makes my enemies take more damage. As you can see, from 300s they're taking 400s and 500s. Yeah, we'll get into the aspect of the bat later. That's this skill, but till then just see the damage buff. So your first skill is called Gouge, 25 mana, 8-second cooldown. The physical magical skill, deals damage to up to 3 enemies and applies Gouge debuff to your enemies, dealing damage over 12 seconds. That's the DOT. So this skill just does high damage, 2.5k crit, and applies a very strong DOT on your enemies, 467, which takes 6 times. So that is about 2,700 damage, if I'm not mistaken, which is pretty lovely. Your 5 skill is called Aspect of the Bat, 25 mana, 35-second cooldown. Is a physical skill. You take on the aspects of a bat. Your haste and crit chance increase by 500% for 15 seconds, but you take 50% less. But you deal 50% less damage, take 50% more damage, and no longer apply debuffs to your enemy. So what you do, you just sacrifice your damage over time and everything in order for like speed, but then the speed is there. So you can, your 2 skills still heals you but doesn't reduce your enemy's damage. So just like you are fast but you get hit a lot and you do less damage, so it just covers up for everything. If you apply this skill and you do your sonar senses, increases your hit chance by another 50%, so you crit 5 times more, hit let me say 50% more, and do more damage, but you also take more and do less damage, but just hit faster. Just see. So this is the sonar senses and everything. You can see how fast I iced the guy. So why I like this class is just because you can switch. You can either choose, okay, let me just have fun, let me debuff my enemy, and let me say just enjoy the solo, or you can just say fuck it, let me just be fast, let's rush this thing, let's just apply our aspect of the bat and just get this thing over with quickly. I like, as you guys know, I like having the ability to, let me say, control what I do, just like the void high load class, and select if you want to heal or if you want to do damage, which is pretty lovely. I love having full control over the class. I hate being told what to do, so really want to enjoy this class. For your enhancements, you want to go full lock, lock on the armor, lock on the class, lock on the helm, and lock on the cape. Reason why, because this class is a hybrid class, so you don't want to strengthen anything. Lock is just like an even balance. As you can see here, you add the same thing to your intellect and strength, which is just like saying I'm a better physical fighter, I'm a better magical fighter, which is the kind of the point. So always make sure that's applied. So that's the vampire lord class. In PvP I don't recommend using it, because if you use your aspect of the bat to try and gain mana, you take more damage, and then that 50% more damage, it may not mean much when fighting enemies, but in PvP it means a lot. A 5k hit will turn to a 7.5k, which is probably enough to ice you. So this class, if you want to gain mana against a boss, you always make sure your aspect of the bat skill is applied. If not, your mana will just be sucked by all these your skills. So that is the vampire lord class. Now if you notice another thing, let me just mention, it actually has weak damage output. You can see 144 to 177 when I equip a normal class like Chaos Slayer. You see 277 to 340. So just have it in mind that this class is a bit weaker in the terms of auto attacks, but it still gets the job done. So that was the vampire lord class that usually solo comes after. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Next time we'll be program. I love you guys. Peace.